In the Bible, Ecclesiastes 3 says, "There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die." In May of 1985, a beautiful baby girl was born, and she cried until her dad held her close. She was given the name Christy, and later when asked how it was spelled, she would simply reply, "Christ with a Y." Christy was a sweet little girl with a God-centered demeanor. She developed a personality that would inspire many, and she was the loveliest person I have ever known. Her beauty radiated from her heart and was displayed through her ever-present smile. As we journey through life, we create our own individual legacy. This is the part of us that we will leave in the hearts and minds of those we love. Christy's legacy began when she wrote an essay about an abandoned baby in China who was left to die in a forest because his parents weren't allowed to have more than one baby. The baby's photo she found in a magazine never left her thoughts. I never would have imagined what this picture would do to change our lives. It was the beginning of a journey that is still underway. Christy's faith was deeply rooted by age 13, and her love for the Lord was pure. She never let anyone persuade her into doing things that would get in the way of her dreams. She was passionate about the way she lived her life, never veering from her beliefs. In July of 2005, an opportunity came along for a trip to China to teach English to children as a second language. She met and fell in love with these children and made a decision to one day return, but with a different goal, to care for the children that had been left without a family to love them. On a beautiful day in July of 2007, Christy married a man with the same love for Christ and passion for children. The day was filled with flowers of yellow, orange, and red. Christy even chose a very special little girl that had been adopted from China to be her flower girl. After finishing graduate school in 2009, her plans to work with orphan children were coming together. Many prayers were being said as Christy prepared to take the next steps in accomplishing her life's dream. But only a few months after graduation, Christy became very ill. After several months of doctor's visits and hospital stays, Christy was diagnosed with hepatic epithelioid hemangioendothelioma, a rare cancer that had invaded her body. Although we knew what the outcome would be, we held on to hope, and Christy kept her smile. Her strength was touching, and she taught us all so much. She was a faithful servant and continually remained positive. Christy knew she was headed for her eternal home, and she smiled knowing she would be there soon. What a strange blessing for me to be with Christy as she entered this world and also as she left it for the next. There was more love in Christy's heart than could fit in just one lifetime. So with God's guidance, we founded Christy's Legacy of Hope to keep that love alive and carry on her legacy of orphan care. We are commanded to care for the children that have been abandoned, and because of Christy's commitment to Christ and her love for others, her little friends are still receiving a gift from her heart. Many plans are underway to help comfort the millions of children that are in facilities waiting for a family to love them. Our purpose is to find out the needs of these orphanages and fulfill their wish lists for each child. Through fundraising events, we have raised the funds to purchase things like clothing, shoes, small pieces of furniture, blankets, and school supplies. We also have plans to help provide for newly adopted children from other countries as well. Our mission is to do what Christy also did, to put a smile on the faces of the little ones and show them they are loved, especially by our Heavenly Father. We were blessed to have Christy for a season, and she is missed beyond belief. Now it is time to continue what she was so passionate about, and that is caring for those little friends. This is Christy's legacy, and it is filled with hope.